You know, man, like I love me. I love me, my little Gucci Roshi. I love me some Rengoku. I love me some Galactus. But as I'm looking around, I'm realizing I'm gonna need some Chainsaw Man merch, yo. Like ASAP. This movie was really good. Oh, I also forgot Yu-Gi-Oh! But anyway, thank you for clicking on this video, and we're going to talk about Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc movie. Now, I have actually read this manga. I read the entire public safety arc. I didn't read the second arc that we're in now, or I'm sorry, I did start it, but I didn't really like it. That's a discussion for another day. But I loved public safety, and the Reze arc is my second favorite arc out of all of them. So I was really excited to see this movie. Now, I will say that if you have not read the manga or watched the anime, you're going to be lost. Like other anime movies, this takes place directly after a season of an anime. So if you haven't watched it, you're not going to know what is going on at all. This movie does no kind of recap. You're not going to understand it. So I suggest you watch a recap, or better yet, watch the anime. It is really good. And we're going to start there. Why it's so good? It's because of our protagonist, Denji. He is I guess unique is the word I want to use. He is not your typical anime shonen protagonist. He's not there, for truth or justice or out of a sense of morals or duty or, because he wants revenge or because he has to protect somebody. He doesn't care about any of that, He does this for the most selfish reasons there are. He just wants a life where he can eat three meals a day, kiss a girl, maybe cop a feel, and, just live a good life. That's all he wants. That's what he says. He just says he wants to live a good life. That's it. So because of his ambiguous, or I guess amoral is a better word, because of his amoral attitude, he's actually kind of endearing, man. Like, he's just a 16-year-old dude who wants 16-year-old dude stuff. He is not interested in saving the world or being a hero. He does it because, it's his job, but his ultimate motivation is just to live a good life and eat food and talk to girls. That's it. Now, this movie, just to give you a quick synopsis, which I'm not going to spoil. So for people who've read the manga or have already seen it, it might sound weird the way I'm going to describe it, but I'm trying not to spoil it for people who haven't seen it. So the movie starts with Denji on a date with his boss/crush, Makima. After they spend a day at the movies together, he reaffirms his love for her. She's the only woman in the world for him. He will not have any feelings for anybody else. But 5 minutes later, he meets a girl named Reze, who the arc is named after. Literally bumps into her. After bumping into her and talking to her for a little bit, Denji is now in love with Reze. like seriously, yo, that's something I'm going to talk about in a little bit. This movie is hilarious. Denji and Reze end up spending a lot of time together. Like, he visits her at the cafe she works at, goes to her school. She teaches him how to swim, learns that she is just as quirky as him. Like, they're kind of like two peas in a pod, and everything is going well. But unfortunately, that time is cut short with the arrival of the Bomb Devil and the Typhoon Devil, two powerful devils who want the Chainsaw Devil's heart. If you don't remember, Denji/Chainsaw Man has a very important heart that everybody wants. So this movie introduces the latest two antagonists who try to come and get it. Now, that's all you really need to know. Denji meets Reze, falls in love with her, has a bit of a love triangle, Bomb Devil attacks. While the animation is undoubtedly like what most people are going to talk about, because oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Like, it's so good. I really want to talk about Denji and Reze because those two are kind of the heart of the movie to me. And in my opinion, this movie seems to want to be a like focus on them and then action second. It's almost like a Shakespearean tragedy, almost like their story is the main focal point here, and then all the action comes afterwards. Like, the first 30 minutes of this film focus on Denji and Reze's relationship, and I really, really liked it. Showing them get to know each other, showing their chemistry together. It's so good, but the way it's done is so well because as they're learning to like each other and get to know each other, you know what kind of world this is. You can see that you can feel that in the back of your head. You're like, something ain't right, bro. Like, this doesn't feel like it's gonna last forever. Like, things are too happy right now because there is no happiness in Chainsaw Man. And yeah, stuff hits the fan really quickly. But before that, again, I really just like them two together. Like that first 30 minutes was excellent. I could have actually gone for more. Like I really noticed, I was like, yo, there's not a lot of action. There's no chainsaws have come out yet, but I didn't hate it. I really liked it, which is interesting for me. Even though I read the manga, like it's obviously a shorter read than watch. So the fact that they took this much time developing the characters, I appreciated because I honestly learned to like Reze a lot more in this movie than I did when reading the manga. Like, I think her character arc was done so incredibly well, and just kudos to the script and storyboard and animators that brought this to life. Because I felt in this movie. Now the animation, what can I say, man? It's incredible. It's so good. And I hate to compare the two, even though I know a lot of people probably will. It's better than Demon Slayer in my opinion. This movie combines like regular 2D animation with some, you can tell, like some CGI, and it's done very well. Kind of like Dragon Ball Broly or Super Broly. But anyway, every single explosion, it's like a masterpiece, man. Every single explosion looks like it costs like $1 million. Like the bomb devil is, oh my gosh. When it first arrives and transforms for like pulling the switch in its neck and like an explosion happens. When it's flying through the air using explosions, or when it grabs somebody, like when it grabs a person and just makes their body explode. Like every single time I was saying, wow. Like it just looked so beautiful, not to mention how it felt. Like the sound was just incredible. So kudos to the sound department too. But seriously, man, like I was one of those people who would be like, I don't want to read the manga because I want to watch the anime and be, I don't want the plot spoiled for me. Whereas manga readers, would always say, no, you get the story, but then it's going to be awesome when they animate it. And now I get that mindset because watching this be animated, oh my gosh, it blew my expectations out the water. And I am talking about the explosions, the colors of the explosions, the sound, the impact, like the debris you see following, the body parts you see flying, and just how well all that is animated, because it's a really big part. It's a really big scene in this movie when the bomb devil arrives, and I love that. But even outside of that, the Typhoon Devil, when it arrives, it's a typhoon. So everything is it's spun out of whack. All the wind is blowing. And watching Chainsaw try to fight them both, oh my gosh, man. Worth the price of admission alone. Again, I don't want to give away exactly what Chainsaw does, but just know Denji is an unconventional fighter, and you see that play through here in the best of ways. Dude fighting the Typhoon Devil, as great as the Bomb Devil was, dude fighting the Typhoon Devil is some of the best animation I've ever seen. Like, he teams up with a friend of his to take on the Typhoon Devil, and watching those two go at it against the Typhoon, it was just, man, just cinema. Absolute cinema. Just trust me, the animation is A1. And it's a big part of the movie. Now, I mentioned the first half hour is devoted to like Denji and Reze, right? But after that, this movie is an hour and 40 minutes long. So that means you get an hour and 10 minutes of straight action, bro. Like, it is really, really good. And it never gets old. Like, every time, like, so Denji would fight, get a reprieve, then come back. Fight, get a reprieve, and come back. Every time the Bomb Devil arrived, Denji obviously has his division, the public safety division, helping him, right? Every time the Bomb Devil would arrive to a different location or to a different set of people, there was just a sense of fear in the air that was palpable. And the Bomb Devil did something so incredibly amazing that, like, you just, like, kept topping itself. That's the only way I can say. It kept topping itself, man. The first scene, you're like, whoa, that's cool. Second scene, you're like, whoa, that's awesome. Third scene, you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, I was legit jumping out of my seat during some of these scenes. Again, especially during the Typhoon fight. But I'm going on. The animation is spectacular. Second to none this year. Second to none. Now, I don't want to harp on all you really need to know. Great narrative with Reze. Plays out like a Shakespearean tragedy, like I said. Really liked it. Great fight with the Bomb Devil and Typhoon Devil. There's only one thing I disliked in this film, and it's the same thing I disliked watching the manga. The Bomb Devil is OP. Like, way too strong to have any type of challenge in this movie. I remember when I was reading, I was like, yo, I mean, I like Chainsaw and I get that there's plot armor, but it doesn't make any sense that he is putting up any kind of fight against the Bomb Devil. Doesn't make any sense in this movie either. The Bomb Devil, when it first arrives, you see how other devils are afraid of it. And then when you see what it can do, you're like, yeah, it can destroy a city in an instant if it really wants to. And I mean, it kind of does. And even with the division helping him, Chainsaw Man should not have been able to put up a fight. Okay. Like, for any of my Avatar fans, imagine Fire Lord Ozai during Sozin's Comet fighting Aang from season 1. Would you buy that fight if it lasted more than 10 minutes? Of course you want it. And that's how I felt here. And again, I know the plot has to help Chainsaw. It can't just be destroyed. But if that's the case, you should have saved Bomb Devil for way later down the line when Denji got stronger. Because right now, I don't buy that this movie should have lasted longer than 6 or 7 minutes after Bomb Devil arrived. I just don't. But I'm glad that it did. And that is to say, this movie is absolute perfection. I loved it. I think everyone who is a fan of anime should watch it. I think if you're not a fan of anime, you should watch this series, then go watch the movie and you'll become a fan. Okay? And for those of you who did watch it, that ending, do me a favor, just leave an emoji expressing how you felt about the ending. Okay. I'm giving this one a 4.75 out of 5. Appreciate you guys for watching and listening to me rant. Till next time, I'm out.